Whew, I tell you what, I'm tired now, guys. That's a lot of sawing and a lot of twine and a lot of tying. But what we've done is make a second sawhorse, sawback. You guys know in different countries what you call them. We've made this one now out of all deadwood timber here because we're going to have to start getting ready for the winter when we want more fires. So basically you can see triangular shapes. Now the first one that we made, I made that up at Mike's other fort. I'm going to call it the fort one. I just made it as a straight V, but the one I have at home actually has a double axle piece here, and the reason being, that's fine, the outside one for a long piece, but when you want to cut a short piece, it's doing like this. So I then go to a short piece and I can cut through the middle there much easier. Just watch your hands. I can put my foot on there if I want to. Easy, that one. And that is my size for splitting down if I want the log burner and fire. The long one is for making stakes and stuff like that. So although we got the main structural supports of the triangles here and supports across the bottom, really the most important part of these triangles here, you can see this is an oblong. You put that crossbar there, it gives it a lot more rigidity, and you reverse it the other way. So I've got one crossbar going up here, one crossbar going up there, and that's made it. Listen, we can level it up with the ground. We've only just put this in place just literally to finish it and have a bit of a break. You just work it down like this into this peak base, and already that's rigid. I've used polyprop because I use polyprop on my boat, and like 8 or 10 mil I can anchor my boat. It's amazing stuff. It doesn't rot. It's like a nylon, but more importantly, it doesn't slip. So it what I call cinches down tight. Especially if I use my little tying stick here, pulling. That's a really good idea. And incidentally, there's a guy that commented on one of Mike's films that gave me the idea of that. Thanks very much, pal. It works a dream. It saves my hand cutting. But this stuff, cheap as chips, £2.50, an entire roll. The other benefit is I keep losing this. I don't want to make another one. Then I realise there's a hole in the twine. How convenient is that? I know where everything is.
You can feel it in the air though, can't you, the autumn?
Yeah, nice to see that fire flame jumping. Yeah, it's still warm. It's yours colder? Yeah, it's colder. I can drink mine now. Minestrone.
Oh, that's hot. I'll tell you what else we need, it's another good...
This is pretty comfortable, this chair.
Actually,
I don't want to throw it away yet, it's quite comfortable.
That's quite a good chopping log. I have to admit, Dad, that was the brainchild of of that awesome sawhorse. Really practical, I have to admit. For me, it saves your back, doesn't it? Because for so long at my last camp, I was just sawing down on the floor or on a log about this high.
Exactly, it saves you bending. The last thing you want to do is bend, especially at my age, or any bending at all.
And actually, it makes a massive, massive difference. Just not having, especially like autumn, winter time, where you need to saw a lot of wood.
We're going to stockpile, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get a log store sorted. Feel free to throw some suggestions, guys, for what you would like to see at this camp, because we're really open to it, aren't we? I mean, we named the camp. You subscribers named the camp, so we like to try and get you involved as much as we can. So if you've got some ideas maybe of anything bushcrafty or that you'd like to see in a camp that perhaps you guys aren't able to access or be able to build, please pop in the comment section something that you'd like to see at the camp. We've got a latrine, aka toilet. We've got the fire pit. Yeah. We've got the sort of logs here to sit here. We've now got the sawhorse. We've got one wall up. We've already got natural wall behind us. And Dad, it looks like you're sitting in. We just did a chair, this bushcraft chair. Dad's done a similar one, but I've noticed it's got a tarp in it.
I did a cheat. I didn't do a fully authorised bushcraft chair. I did a comfort chair for the old man to sit in. And I'll tell you what, it's really good. I could make some adaptations, but that's quite rigid on the back there, and I find that if I have this bit of tarp there, just got a bit of a curve I can get my back into, and look, I can stretch my legs right out by the fire, which is pretty toasty.
I gave that chair a go actually, and the difference is because I've got rigid poles, wood behind my back. It doesn't go to the contours of my back, doesn't fit. With that tarp, although not bushcrafty, it's actually way more practical because it's like a hammock.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a hammock.
Exactly.
It curves to the contours of your back. So for me, look, I'm not really bothered because I'm younger than Dad, and I don't get a stiff back as much. But no offence, Dad, but
Don't worry, I get down, I can't get up.
but yeah, yours it's strange because the angle, you feel like your knees are above your ears, but they're not.
It feels, no, not one of those. No, no, it is. But in hindsight, I could have put the spar at the bottom higher. But I guess you guys want to know, how did that stupid old man make that on his own? He did, and this is how I did it. And that's my version of a really nice, dry camp chair.
Well, personally, when I was editing that bit, because I didn't see that, Dad was filming that himself. When I was editing that, I thought that was really neat, really neat. And actually, it's simpler than this, but it's still just as practical. You know, it doesn't take as long to make as this because you've less sawing.
Less sawing, less cutting.
Yeah. So if you're thinking about speed, that's probably quite quick to make.
Another tip, guys, is you come in camp, that one's going to get wet. This one I could just turn upside down, just roll it over there, turn it upside down.
Yeah,
it won't get water in it, so that's quite handy as well.
Yeah, that's true. You may have seen this, guys. I've been using it a fair bit lately. It's on a dangler at the moment, like a neck dangler, and I'll just show you. It's got a lovely little leather sheath, and it's nice and compact. It's only that small. It takes up no space. There's no weight to it. What is that copper?
Brass. I think
brass.
it's a brass sort of mouthpiece.
Brass.
No, that's the narrow end.
That's the narrow end. It's a blowpipe. We've used blowpipes before, like a bellows, in our videos, and it's just a telescopic, like that. That's a metre nearly.
I'd say it's a
probably
metre,
nearly a metre long. And obviously the fat end, this end, is the end that you blow in. The thin end, it narrows down so that the pressure of the air increases as it goes down the pipe. And that brass bit is to protect this metal bit from the fire, because brass can withstand the heat a bit more. So you don't put it right in the fire, you put it about that far away and just
steady breath, would you say?
One breath. You don't need to blow hard. Well, you can't blow hard because your air's restricted, but the force it puts into that fire is unreal.
Show them now. We'll put the camera on it,
guys.
We'll show you
like 3 blows and that's it.
So as you can see, guys, the fire is pretty much down to almost coals, really. I'm going to get it back to an ember, a small flame. Now I could just blow now with my mouth, and yeah, it's fine. I'll probably get it going nice and quickly, but I'm going to get a lot of smoke in my face, and I'm going to have to take quite a few breaths out of my lungs. This is going to be slower. I don't have to breathe as hard, and watch probably 2 or 3 breaths, and this will go. So I just aim it near the fire, keep my head's well out the way so it doesn't get hot, and there will be a bit of ash because there's loads of ash there. It's 1 breath. Two. So that's 3 breaths, and I've barely exerted any energy at all. Obviously I would now put much more sticks on that and then blow it. I was just blowing to give you guys an example.
Cameraman's too hot.
It's like a forge, isn't it?
Yeah.
Generally, just saying, it was like a forge, guys. It got so hot because we put no sticks on there. It was just blowing coals. But like I say, telescopic, stores down nice and small. I've got a little leather sheath that I pop it in. Goes over the neck. Job done. And that way, if it's on the neck, if I think I'm walking around, I think, oh, the fire's really low. I just pop it out, telescope it out, get the fire going. Guys, thank you very much for watching this episode. We really appreciate it. You may have heard my throat is a bit ragged, and that's because I had my stag do last weekend. Over in, I say last weekend, I got back a day ago, over in Budapest. So if you're watching from Hungary or Budapest, awesome city, really loved it. Had a lot to drink.
Do you remember it? Do you remember you loved it?
Remember, yeah, I remember I had a good time, but really good. So that's why my throat's a bit ragged. But I'm actually getting married in 2 weeks' time, so the videos may go a bit slow over that period and when I'm on a honeymoon, but hopefully I'll be able to film enough to schedule some more.
Do we get a video of that?
Hold on. Thank you very much for watching this episode of TA Outdoors. We really appreciate it. If you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up, a like, and if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to Dad's YouTube channel, which is called TA Fishing. Plenty of information of fishing videos on there for beginners and experienced anglers alike. Weekly videos as well. Thanks very much, guys, and we'll see you soon in another episode.